Jai Hind to everyone. I'm Kalpesh here. Today I've came here with a new topic, uproar in the jurisdiction to border security forces. So today I came here that this topic is old, 1 month old topic is this, but many people don't know what is actual uproarment which is taking place in government by jurisdicting border security forces, enhancing the area of border security forces. Many people just like the law which has been created, it is false law. It is not good law for the people. If the government is creating any law, if the central government of India is creating any law, that law will be beneficial, and there are some positive sides. That's why the government is creating or notificating a notification. So you should never judge. You should give your side, what is bad, what is good. So in this video I am going to just overview the topic, what are the topic jurisdiction to border security forces, and at last I'm going to give you 2 or 3 points of pros and cons. Pros and cons, positive and negative side. So you should always have two sides. You should never judge a law or anything on the basis of one side, positive side. So I'm going to start this. Ministry of Home Affairs has extended the jurisdiction the border security forces up to 15 kilometers inside the international border in Punjab, West Bengal, and Assam. It is not only for Punjab, West Bengal, and Assam. It is also for Rajasthan and Gujarat. But they are not protesting. They have accepted this law. But Punjab, West Bengal, and Assam is not accepting. And the Trinamool Congress party, which is a ruling party in West Bengal, it is not ready to accept this. And Mamta Banerjee, who is the leader of the ruling party of West Bengal, she has given later, and she in New Delhi, while there was a meeting with the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, she said that the central should not interrogate with state police law and should not curtail the policy of state police. She said to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, but it is a law, it is a notification which is being notified by Ministry of Home Affairs, and it is having some rule which has not been broken. So I'm going to start the BSF border security power, which include, many people don't know what are the powers of border security force. Listen, border security force include arrest, okay, search and seizure, and were limited up to 15 kilometers. Normally, in 1968 Act, the border security force is limited up to 15 kilometers area of state boundary with international boundary. But now it has been increased by 15 kilometers and were limited up to 15 kilometers at that time at CRPC Act 1920 and Passport Act 1967. In the past, Gujarat was having 80-kilometer jurisdiction, but Gujarat government criticized and talked with central, and they curtailed the jurisdiction to 50 kilometer. And now from past onwards, Gujarat is having 50-kilometer jurisdiction to border security forces. It is also being criticized by Punjab and West Bengal government, and it is one type of disturbance in federal structure. And what is federal structure? Federal means independent structure, okay, and which is been created by Constitution of India. But in the border security forces, if when Punjab and West Bengal government asked the central that on what basis you did this, you enhanced the area of our state, then they said it amends the schedule of earlier notification which has been on July 3, 2014, and it is on the Act of 1968, they said. So on that basis, the border security force has been announced the area. I'm not seeing any negative side which has been released by the government, because it will increase the efficiency of operation. If you will compare the police and border security forces, you cannot say that police is not doing the work properly or border security force is not doing the work properly. You can say that, and you should apply with that. Okay, you should never judge a police or border security forces in this. So border security jurisdiction applies on the whole state. There are the states in India in on which border security force jurisdiction applies on the whole state, not only 50 kilometers, the whole state. And the states are Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, Nagaland, Meghalaya, and Union Territory of India, Jammu and Kashmir, and Ladakh. And 50-kilometer belts: Gujarat, Rajasthan, Punjab, West Bengal, and Assam. When states ask the central that why 50 kilometer, why not 15 kilometer, they said we want uniformity. In Gujarat and Rajasthan there is 50 kilometer, and in Punjab, West Bengal and Assam it is 15 kilometer. But the problem is, when border security forces wanted to operate some area and they got clue to the area but it is not under 15 kilometer, then they are having a critical issues. They have to take permission from state police and that takes some time. Till that time the operation is not being successful, the success rate uh, diminishes. That's why border security force enhance that area by central power. Okay, this is a normal which you should know why it is being increased. Government says that it was exercising power under the BSF Act 1968, which I have said that government also said that it was exercising power under the BSF Act 1968. Government also states that they want uniformity. You can't say that BSF in state in the state of West Bengal it is 15 kilometer, in the Assam 15 kilometer, in Gujarat it is 50 kilometer. It is not like that. In each and every state it should be 50 kilometer. That is a pro point which government said here. In 2012, and many people think that our Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Bharatiya Janata Party, which is with this law, and the other parties like Congress, Trinamool Congress Party, and the other opponent party are against this law of 50 kilometer. But they are thinking that this is a game or usurp opinion of ruling party Bharatiya Janata Party. But it is not like that. In 2012, when it was 80 kilometer in the state of Gujarat, at the time of Chief Minister Narendra Modi, who is the Prime Minister currently, and at that time in 2012 he was the Chief Minister of Gujarat, and the Prime Minister was Manmohan Singh, Dr. Manmohan Singh. So he talked about this, he want to curtail the area, but at that time also it was the same rule. And you can't say that Prime Minister Narendra Modi or Bharatiya Janata Party did this. It is government which is thinking about the procedure and they are executing the procedure, so we can't say like that. Okay, so this is a one proof of federal system. We are following the federal structure, we are not breaking the federal structure. We should talk, government is always right in some points. Okay, not in every point, I'm saying in some points government is also always seeing the positive side, then they are creating a law or notificating a notification. So you should always think that complement work was police can also do operations in that area by taking the permission of border security force, which is under that 50 kilometer area. Okay, the pro point is it is good for efficiency of operation. Okay, the second is it is more professional than police. If you are agree with it, you should say yes. And the people will be more safer when border security force will be there, because you you can say anything to anyone, but the fact is fact. Border security force is more professional than police. They are getting more training, they are more strength, they are having more strength than police, which I think is police is also very good, they are doing very good work. But in international smuggling and all, the border security is well. So I think it is a good side, and government also said that it follows the uniformity. अगर करना है तो 15 kilometer in every area or 50 kilometer in every state. So this is good. The cons point, false point is it is breaking the policy of police act. Yes, it is a cons point, because in police act it is stated, so we are breaking the policy, but under the act we are doing, so it is not bad. State power is reduced in that area because central will control that area which is under border security force, because border security force is coming under uh, defense ministry, and defense ministry is being controlled by central government of India. So in that area the state power is not that much as the central power. Okay, and the last point of cons is uh, the government should talk with the state, then they should apply. But it is a central, so if it will not talk with the state, it doesn't matter. So it is a well, and this is all about the uproar in the jurisdiction to border security forces. Thank you, Jai Hind.